Beautiful, aren't they? But the world's coral reefs are not just a feast for the eyes. For some people living by the coasts, they have meant the difference between life and death.
Waves up to 10 metres high.
Catastrophe caused by tsunami devastated coast.
Dead to rise to well over 100,000.
This is Life Support, a series about why the global nature crisis matters for our lives. More than 226,000 people living in 14 countries are thought to have lost their lives in the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami. Sri Lanka was one of the worst affected countries. As aid workers arrived in the coming week, so too did a small research group. Among them, Dr. Harindra Joseph Fernando, a scientist who specialises in the movement of water. When Dr. Fernando's team started to map out the wave, they found huge variations. In the town of Paralia, it hit with a height of 10 metres and tore inland far enough to sweep a train off its tracks, killing 1,700 people. But 3 kilometres south, at a town called Hikkaduwa, the wave was a quarter of the height and nobody died. The team found similar differences along much of the coastline, unexplained by physical geography. So why the difference? Fernando put it down to coral mining.
I talked to a lot of people, and they are the people who suggested. So I was asking them, what can it be? I mean, it's just the same place around, but within a kilometer, 2 kilometers, and you have such a big difference in disaster. So they are the people who pointed out, can it be the coral reefs being broken down by people because it's a cottage industry here?
Dr. Fernando tested out the theory with divers, geologists and scientists who collected evidence from soil samples to water measurements, to clocks in the rubble that stopped when the wave hit. They found a striking correlation. The areas where the wave had hit with a stronger force was where the coral reefs had been destroyed by mining. Reefs are also at risk from climate change. According to the IPCC, if global temperatures increase by 2 degrees Celsius, virtually all tropical coral reefs could be severely degraded within 30 years. Scientists predict that a decrease of 1 metre in the height and roughness of coral reefs will increase flooding significantly and double costs. But it's not just coral reefs that are providing this protection. Around the world, flooding events are being made worse by the destruction of coastal ecosystems, from mining, fishing, pollution, and climate change. A fifth of the world's mangroves have been destroyed since 1980, and a third of its wetlands since 1970. That's triple the rate of loss of forests. For Dr. Fernando, this problem is very close to home. His family still live in Sri Lanka on the beachfront.
Certainly, I am concerned what's happening in those parts of the world, because I believe that currently our beachfronts are protected to a certain degree by this type of natural defenses, and as they disappear, certainly the danger will be higher.
As science has emerged following these extreme weather events, new conservation projects have started to crop up. Scientists around the world are working to understand the factors that make some corals more resilient, so they can identify or engineer those most likely to survive climate extremes. Meanwhile, in Sri Lanka, the government have made changes since the tsunami, enforcing regulations and increasing education.
What I have to say is that as we learn these things, we hope that the memory of these events will last for years to come, ages to come.
You only heard from one scientist in this video, but we drew on loads of research from other experts that we didn't have time to name check. You can find links to those papers in the description below or on our website. And don't forget to check out the other episodes in this series for more stories about our amazing natural life support systems.